Welcome to the Garage Woodworks Video Podcast.
In order to flush the edge banding down to the surface of the shelves, I used a flush trim bit at the router table. I did this in several passes. An even better way to do it is to use a laminate trimmer with an edge guide and a modified base. Because my edge banding was so tall, I had to do this in two passes. With the first pass, I used a couple of shims to raise the router bit over the edge banding so that the bit didn't remove too much material with the first pass. The bit that I'm using for this process is a 3/4 inch wide mortising bit. I picked up this tip from Marty at Lumberjocks, and this actually works much better than the procedure I showed you using the router table. Here I'm installing the ledger that will be used to secure the lower shelf of the bookcase. This is simply glued in place. For each shelf, a notch had to be made at each corner in order for them to fit around the corner posts of the bookcase. Blue tape on the bottom of the shelf helps to reduce chip out. A notch also had to be made in the back of each shelf in order to fit around the back rail. This was done at the table saw using a dado blade. Here I'm applying a little bit of glue to the ledger in order to secure the lower shelf. This will also be secured with screws. Here I'm cutting out small pieces of molding that will be used for the lower shelf. The molding is secured with just a little bit of glue. Here I'm face joining one of the boards that will be used to make up the top for the bookcase. Because the board is wider than the capacity of my joiner, I allow some of the board to overhang the joiner, and then I'll flush this overhanged portion down to the surface of the board using a hand plane. Here I'm using a biscuit joiner to create small slots in the top of each rail. These slots will be used to secure the top with small metal clips. Okay, so that's it. So the bookcase is finally finished. I didn't mention this earlier, but the top actually goes on using these little metal clips that actually go into the biscuit slots that we created earlier on the inside of the rails. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you'd like to find out more about the bookcase, such as the dimensions and some more in-progress pictures, be sure to check out my website at garagewoodworks.com.